Hello, Mary. Hello, Shinji Sato.
Hello. Are you running the meeting today, or who's running the meeting today?
Yes, I will. I will run the meeting.
Okay.
We already had a meeting today in the morning in European time. So this is the second meeting for the US time zone. Hello, Alfred.
Hello.
So I will share my screen. So as I said, we already had a meeting this morning. So what we have done is to approve some pull requests. So there was one pull request, well, several pull requests from Jimmy Albert from Ericsson about clarification of the data format. So that was approved. Second pull request was to add a reference to the RFC 2119, which was about definition of the words like shall and should to be standard. And the third one was to harmonize the name of specification. So now we have OpenChain Telco SBOM specification as the full name, and Telco SBOM for an SBOM conforming to this specification. So here you have the addition of the RFC and the clarification about data format was that data formats mean things like SPDX or CycloneDX, while formats mean different kinds of formats in SPDX. There are several formats like tag value, JSON, and so on. So this was a bit clarified. So the things that are yet to be decided are about section 3.7. So an SBOM can be created at several times. It can be created during the build time or before or after the build time. So what should we say about that?
Is this a naming issue?
What we require is well, first thing is the SBOM should have a time and date information that is mandatory in SPDX. So that's one thing. The second thing is to precise the phase in which the SBOM has been created. So in what form and at what level of detail should we require this information? Is putting pre-build, build time, and post-build enough, or should we be more precise? And yes, how should this information be given exactly?
Well, my opinion, hi, it's Gergely, that like these three these three categories are okay, and we should just have some kind of special tag or something with these constants.
With these three constants, okay. Yes, what we said is that we would put that in the creator comment.
Okay, yes.
So, does someone have a different opinion?
I don't have, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have a different opinion, but that paragraph is phrased very strangely. Telco SBOMs need to contain information as when they were created.
Yeah, it's yeah, okay. Yes. So what way should be repressed? Okay.
I don't know, as to when they were created, both when in time.
Yes. Okay, I will rewrite.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, and the second topic. The second topic was the SBOM verification. So how do we ensure that the SBOM has not been modified. Should we ensure require some kind of signature? And which one?
Well, I think we should just say that we need some, well, we should say what kind of signature do we use, but I think we shouldn't say tools, like Sixtor is a tool which can manage signatures and stuff like that.
But only says that some kind of signature should be provided.
We should define what kind of signature we should provide. I just don't know this topic enough so I can have an opinion.
And does that not based on the method of communication? Today, a lot of the bombs are not. Most organizations are not using automated processes. So, and this naming convention issue is when you have different software, when you have different versions of the software and different times, different bombs created at different times for different reasons, that's a naming issue. How do you name and differentiate your bombs? Is that accurate?
Yes, it is accurate, but I think the problem what we are trying to solve is like how to ensure that the bomb was not changed between its creation and when it gets to the target, let's say.
I understand. There are two different issues there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it certainly is a methodology issue.
Yes. Naming issue, I agree that we should, like, it is an issue. Question if we want to do something with it, like, do we define a naming convention for the files bomb?
A naming convention on what exactly?
How you should call the files, like, and that's the other. Then we should have some kind of an assumption that the SBOM is a single file or separate files linked together.
Yes, somewhere we say in section 3.6.14 that SBOM can be made of several files.
Yes, so maybe then it is more. Then we are trying to different problems. Okay, let me just flesh out this. Like I did some Googling and I now have an opinion that we should use SHA-256 checksum for the SBOM verification based on my 2 minutes Google expertise of download verification.
Yes, in fact, if the SBOM is made from several parts, which are referred, well, let's suppose you have one top level SBOM, which is referring to other SBOMs, in the top level SBOM, SPDX says that the external SBOMs, the other SBOMs, must be referenced with a checksum. So you can be sure of the other SBOMs you are referring to. But the question is, yes, how to certify that the top level SBOM has not been modified, and yes, it can be done by providing a checksum.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so we can say that.
So is the goal here to determine the format or determine the specifications that any provider like Oracle or Red Hat is going to provide the SBOMs? Or you're going to have a standardized SBOM format for the telco, and then the format that is used to provide that information is done so by the providers. Is that accurate?
Yes, what we want to achieve is that the telcos have a common format that they can request to software providers.
So are providers going to be providing different formats for different organizations?
Well, we are building on a standard format, which is SPDX.
Or Cyclone DX?
Sorry?
Or Cyclone DX?
Well, in this case, we decided that we will use SPDX, so that's part of this exercise that we make these decisions.
Okay. Okay,
yes,
so you're sticking with the format that is provided by SPDX.
Yes.
Okay.
And yes, what we require is SPDX, which is a nicer format. So, and we require certain information to be put in this SPDX file.
Okay. Are you focused on licensing or vulnerabilities?
Both.
Okay.
Okay. So what is also missing for the moment, we have several sections without verification in reference material and rationale. So this should be added also. So are there other questions or things you want to discuss?
What we just discussed in this meeting, is it how to put it, like, is it like how far we are from something what we can say as a, like, something what we can release?
Yes, so the two topics which are not fully cleared are this verification and so to use SHA-256 or not, and what we said about the build information phase. So I will ask these questions on the mailing list. So that's the two major points that are not yet completely settled. And as I said, we should add some rationale where it is missing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I will ask that on the mailing list. Okay, if there are no other questions, we can close the call.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.